I am learning to say thank you rather than fuck you. So, thank you for constantly stealing my cash because I learned that I have to work twice as hard if I want to get by. And thank you for always lying to me, like with literally every word that rolled off of that forky tongue of yours, all sweet and sticky like molasses. Now, when I recognize the truth, it just means so much more to me. And thank you for always calling me names like stupid, useless, cunt. I felt the sting of these words daily. We were together for a decade. Crazy fucking bitch. I learned that I could take an insult. Thank you for kicking me while I was down. You see, you broke my back in just enough to heal, and then the rest of me started to follow along and started purging things like sickness and infection and bile and hate and you. And you were never quite all of those things, and you were never quite anything but. I felt like you had crept into me, claiming all of the best parts of me for yourself, crushing my fragile ego with your clenched fist, those same hands I used to love and I learned to hate. Thank you for dragging every ounce of self-esteem that I ever possessed into the depths and holding it under, while I gasped for breath, kicking and fighting for my own identity like a breath of fresh air, but you did not loosen your grip until my frantic feet stopped shaking, until my arms grew too tired to swim, and until the bubbles stopped rising up to the surface. But under that water, my doe-eyed, drug-induced dependence on the sad, strange little boy masquerading as man, my fragile skin, my tainted mind, my ever-breaking, barely beating, and almost always bleeding heart, it finally stopped. And I exhaled that last breath of you like a burden that I had carried far too long. And I let every part of myself, every inch of my eggshell skin, still longing for your touch and torment, just drift away from me and die. And when I emerged, took in that first breath of myself, when I gazed upon my own reflection without the image that you had cast upon me, it was like smiling at a stranger and at the same time like seeing an old friend. Thank you for breaking me down, for showing me who I'm not, and for forcing me to come to terms with who I'll never be. You see, I understand that this was not your fault. It wasn't your suicidal threats or your empty promises or your addictions or your violent tendencies holding me back. You were an anchor, baby. You were always going down. Thank you for making it so impossibly hard for me to hold on.